Hey, Ali travelers, welcome back to part 2 of my tips and tricks. This one we're going to talk about my comfort level on flying and what that looks like and the things that we use when we travel. Again, these are all just mere suggestions. You can take all of it or none of it. It's up to you. Apply what you need and put it where you need it to be. Okay? The first thing I want to talk about is my bag. I got this from another vlogger on YouTube, and I love this bag. It is from, can you see it? It is from Mia Tui. So it's MIATUI, and that's miatui.com. I believe they're a London-based group. This bag is phenomenal. It has so many pockets inside that I couldn't even count. And you can put, I have in here, I have an umbrella. All of my travel needs I put in this bag, okay, to take with me anything that I need. On the back of it, it has a sleeve that you can slip over your carry-on, and then that way this can become part of your carry-on. Airlines allow you to take on a personal bag and a carry-on. So I turn this into my pocketbook, and then I wear like a fanny pack, which we'll talk about in another episode. But this is my Mia Tui bag. It also comes with a separate bag in this. I'll put a little cosmetics. I'll put this is a disposable washcloth. You can get a bag full of these from Timo. I think a bag full of 50 was like $3. And there's a little washcloth. You open it up, you add some water to it, and oops, well, wherever it went, it expands. I don't know where it went. But anyway, it expands. And you're able to, freshen up a little bit, especially on a long haul flight. And a little toothbrush, washcloth, and mouthwash, and you're good to go. You're freshened up for when you land, okay? That's one of the things that I absolutely love. The next thing is my wireless headphones, earphones. So these go right in your ear, like so. You've all have seen them. You probably have some. These are fantastic. I'm going to take it out because I don't want it to hook up to anything. But along to go with this, we have a wireless transmitter. So this goes into the airline's TV, and you're able to listen to their television on your earphones, okay? You just have to hook it up the same way you would a Bluetooth, and it goes right through there, and it's lovely. You don't have all these wires sticking out all over the place, and it's nice and comfortable for you, okay? So that's the earphones, and this we got on Amazon, by the way, okay? All of these things, I promise you, I'll link below. It's a lot, so stay tuned. This is what the airline gives you. It's a mask. It's got earphones in it, but again, they're wired earphones, so they're not as comfortable, and they give you earplugs. You can see I didn't even use it. All right. The next thing I like to bring, you guys know how I am about wiping things down, especially post-COVID, pre-COVID, during COVID, is I bring Clorox wipes. So as soon as we sit down in the seat, I wipe down the screen, I wipe down the armchairs, I even wipe down the window. In the shade going up and down because people lean on that and they're touching it. So I wipe all of that off. Anything that I'm near, we wipe off, and we can dispose of these cloths, and I keep a few of them. Any kind of disinfectant wipes. It doesn't have to be Clorox. Again, I'm not associated with any of these products that I'm showing you. Okay? The next thing is a fan. Ladies, those of us of a certain age, we tend to get overheated. So here I have a fan, and this fan is, you can operate it by USB, which all of the airlines have USB plugs. And once you plug it in, it also operated by batteries. And it's a pretty strong fan. Pretty strong. So you can do that. Okay, you have this fan you can do. You see, you can set it on a table. You can hang it on something. It's really fantastic. And this is by Honeywell, and it fits really nicely in my bag. Another fan that I have is this one. Again, it's chargeable. I got this from Temu. This goes right around your neck. This is kind of new to me. I got this on our last trip. Oh yeah, it still works. And you can just sit that on your neck and then take in all the nice, upside down. Taking all the nice cool air and that feels fantastic. Okay, this would be good for people also that get sickness from traveling, um, seasickness and all that kind of stuff. It gives you some nice air. Okay, so this is another one. It folds down beautifully. It's chargeable. It has different levels, on-off button, and then you would just charge your port right there. Okay, those are a lifesaver. The other thing is a leg sling. I don't know if you guys know about this. So you can turn your airline seat into a recliner. How cool is that? So what you do is you just take this, you hook it on your tray, okay, and then it makes like a hammock for your feet. How cool is that? I will link that below. It's really nice. Even if you just want to lay back and have your feet up a little bit, you can put it on this hammock, okay? Again, it's nice and soft. There's nothing hard on it. It's got a little velvet. I don't know if you can see that. A little velvet for your feet. Nice and relaxing. I use this when we travel long haul flights. Sometimes I've even used it in the camper, to be honest, because, you know, your legs hanging down for such a long time, it can get uncomfortable. Alrighty. I'm not going to take too long putting it up. I'll put it up later. I want to get through this. Another thing we do is we use compression socks. Again, Amazon. This is to help cut down on swelling and keep your circulation going. Long flights, up and down, you know, you can be prone to clotting. So we want to prevent any kind of illnesses. And so we both wear compression socks. Feels good too. It feels like a nice hug. Don't mind it at all. Neck pillow. I have my neck pillow that I bring with me. Again, nice and soft, very pliable. Just put it on underneath. I like the divots in the side because my head can go from side to side and it doesn't just hold me straight up, and it's very soft. I love my neck pillow. And I just hook this on the side of my travel bag and away we go. Okay? Nice and easy. What else do I bring? Oh, your snacks and your own food. So, we have discovered that we are not particularly fond of airline food. I know we're not the only ones, but here's something you may not know. Bring your own food. You can bring your own sandwich on. You know, you can bring your own snacks. Airline snacks are not so bad, but their food, I mean, honestly, they really can step it up a notch. So bring your own. If you have a favorite restaurant or a deli that you're close to, go there, pick up your sandwich, pick up your meal, and bring it on through. The only thing you can't bring through is liquids. You can bring food through. They will not bother you. Not a problem. Just watch your liquids. And if you don't want to get it ahead of time, then you can get something at the airport when you get there. Tell them it's to go, wrap it up, and eat it on the plane when you're ready. Okay? That's what we do because, honestly, the food can really make you sick. Travel clothing. So I get my travel clothing from Chico's. They have a traveler section, and it's very, very comfortable, lightweight, easy movable, non-wrinkling pants and shirts and tank tops. I tend to wear a tank top shirt with very stretchy pants and then something over my shoulders. So like I'm layered. So when I get there, sometimes you can be cool. You can put this over your shoulders, or if you're traveling, you're hot, you take it off and now you have something cool underneath. So I say layer, no matter where you're traveling, because sometimes the airplane can tend to get a little chilly. So just have something to put over your arms. Luggage locks. You can buy luggage locks anywhere. Luggage store, Walmart has them. They're TSA approved. You can put them on your luggage, and that way it will stop people from maybe trying to open up your luggage and steal something if you're worried about that. Okay, but it has to be TSA approved, or they'll cut your locks off. Worry about that. Another thing we purchased is a passport cover. Because I don't want my passport to get ripped. It is merely paper, but I keep my my COVID card in here. Not that we need them anymore, but my vaccine card's in here. It has a place for a pen in here. It comes with it. Again, Amazon. Everett got one. I got one. You can put your credit cards in here and your license. So what I do is traveling through the airport, I put my license in here. And anything else that I may need to get to right away. That way I'm not constantly pulling things out of a pocketbook. I just have to merely pull this out. And this goes in my fanny pack or in the side of my Mui Tui bag in the front. That front zipper part that I showed you earlier. I'll put it right here. in this front pouch, so that way I can just reach in there real quick and then grab out what I need rather than going through everything and exposing, you know, all your stuff to people all around and, you know, possibly losing something or it falling out or whatever. But I do enjoy the passport cover, and it just keeps everything nice and neat and orderly. We also make copies of our passport, front and back. We make copies of any credit cards or debit cards that we're taking with us, front and back. Should something get stolen, you now have access to the numbers and the credit card phone numbers that you have to call to cancel everything. A lot of times when you call these things, like, what's the last four of your credit card? If you don't have it with you, you're not going to memorize it. But if you have it printed out on a piece of paper, then you're going to memorize it. Secure that paper. Of course, you don't want it getting into the wrong hands. But I keep a copy of my passport in case that gets stolen, and my credit cards in case that gets stolen. Okay? Because you never, ever, ever know. I'm trying to rush so I can get through all of this. There is so much. Coffee. We got this from airline people that, they're not called stewardess anymore, but, you know, I forget the name of them right now. But anyway, the flight attendants. Thanks, Everett. The flight attendants. So I have a couple of friends. Some of them are my clients. They were like, don't drink the coffee. They never clean the coffee pot. Ooh. So we bring instant coffee, and we just ask them for hot water. Same thing with tea. Bring a tea bag and just ask them for hot water. The milk and the sugar and all that other stuff is fine because, of course, they're in little packages, and that stuff is cool. So just get yourself little instant coffees, stick them in your Mooey Tooey bag, and then you'll have your coffee ready to go. Okay? Luggage. So this is my luggage. One thing that I have to say is that you'll see that my luggage is brightly colored, like my Mooey Tooey bag. And one reason is because not everybody has orange and tan luggage, right? This comes in 3 pieces. I got this off of Amazon. I absolutely love it. It has the swivel wheels, okay? It's kind of full. There we go. I just don't have it zipped up. But it's very nice inside, okay? If you can see, yeah. So I've got the 3 sizes. Small, big, and a large. That's my carry-on, and it matches the orange in my Mooey Tooey bag, so everything matches beautifully. And when it comes off the belt, I can see it a mile away. I am probably one, maybe 3 of 100 people that have an orange-looking bag. So I know as soon as it comes off the conveyor belt, that's my bag, and I can go get it without having to waiting and waiting and waiting. Like I said, you see so many black, red, blue, purple bags that everyone has the same colors. So step out of a comfort zone and get that. This is Rockland 3-piece luggage. And in our luggage, we put trackers, okay? Airlines tend to lose your luggage. So we put trackers in our luggage, and then that way we hook it up to our phones, and then we can track where they are. Apple has their own tracker, and this is a tracker I got off Temu. It can be used by any device. So you can use it on your Apple device or your Android device, depending on what you have. All right. Everett wears, he likes to wear the pants from H&M, and they're called Slim Joggers. They look like slacks, like regular nice pants. He wears them with a nice comfortable t-shirt, and maybe he'll put a sweater on or a hoodie or something to keep himself warm on the plane. Again, layering himself, and then that way he stays nice and comfortable too, and he gets those from H&M. Really affordable, nice looking pair of pants. They don't wrinkle. They keep their shape, and he's able to move around in them fairly well. Okay, I'm rushing because I don't want to make this too long, but all of these things I kind of think are important, and they're very helpful. You know, especially if you're going on a long haul airline on a flight, you want to be comfortable. You're sitting in one spot for hours, and you don't want to be like, you know, cramped up and, you know, and not feeling like you're in a good space. So at least that's the way I am. Okay, I think that's it. I'm looking around, and I think we covered it. So if you have any more questions, if there's something that I've left out you think you might want to ask me, please put it in below. I'm going to try to list all these things. Some of them are a few years old, so I'm going to try to list links for you guys if you're interested. And again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Tip number 3 will be coming up, and that one's going to be cruising. How I book it, what we do, and how I do my excursions. Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give us that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.
And please ring that bell so you know when new content drops.